bitches, and welcome to another episode of May Contain. I'm Sopes.
I'm Gander.
And welcome to this very special May the 4th be with you episode. And how long are you doing that for?
Is that enough?
It's enough.
It's enough. Oh, I was trying to use the Force. I'm excited about this all week. We've been pumped. It's May the 4th.
It's Star Wars Day.
It's Star Wars Day.
So that's it. So we've got some Star Wars stuff to talk about.
A lot,
actually. That's it. Some things that we didn't know, maybe you didn't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out very soon. But firstly,
yes.
Okay, I think everyone out there knows Star Wars.
Yeah, all 6 films.
All 7
all
films.
6
Even
films.
though you didn't like the last film.
Yep. All
the
6
first
films.
film, the last film. It's
still the last film.
Yeah, it is. I know. George Lucas making me crazy. And Jar Jar Binks. We'll get to him later as well. But even if you are not into the movies,
yes,
you know Star Wars.
You can't avoid it.
You can't avoid it. There's toys. It's part of pop culture.
Yeah, there's toys. There's more than toys.
There's clothing lines. There's movies. There's cartoons.
So yeah,
there's computer games.
There's just memes. There's things out there. You can't get around this. Star Wars is a thing.
Yeah, Han shot first. Like, these are quotes that everyone knows, even if you have never watched Star Wars. But the first thing I wanted to talk to you about, is what order do you watch them in? So let's pretend I'm new. Oh, I've never watched Star Wars before. What, you sit me down. What order am I watching them in?
All right, I reckon now personally.
Yes.
Now I reckon we might agree.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Which makes no dynamics for a conversation
for a podcast.
But
yeah,
it's still, I believe that this is the way. And if people disagree, then that's the way. I want to hear this.
Yeah.
Right. But I believe you should watch them in the order they were made.
Yes.
Right. Simply for the fact, like, granted, yeah, they're out of chronological order.
Yeah.
But it's shock factor. Now, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched Star Wars.
Yes.
Right? Well, Vader is Luke's father.
What?
I know. Right? Crazy.
Yeah.
Right? You shouldn't have been watching that if you didn't know that.
No.
But
I think they knew that.
Yeah, maybe.
They would have to know that.
But if you watch the prequel trilogy, 1, 2, 3, first, ruined. It's ruined for you.
But if you did watch 1, 2, 3 first, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's okay, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Then when you hit 4, 5, 6, you're like, holy shit, this is amazing. Because 4, 5, 6, hands down, they changed cinematic history.
They did simply for story base, I believe. But if you want to go for glamour and stuff like that, the first 3 are there. Now, I don't hate on either trilogy. I like them all the same for what they are. Right? Granted, I still like episode 1 more than 7. Simple as that.
I see. There is honestly some screws loose in your head just banging around.
Everyone have said
banging
now,
around.
People are coming to light with this, right?
No.
And I'm not going to rabble on about this too much because I talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Right? But other people are now saying that, it did have a bit of a homage to the original series. Maybe a little too much.
No.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
You watch them simply for shock factor because if you watch them straight through chronological order, you watch the fall of Anakin, and then you know that when you finally meet Vader for the first time in A New Hope, it's not the first time. You're like, there's no mystery to him. You're like, I know who he is. I've seen him in the last 3 films. He's no longer a threat. You still see him as the whiny little teenager that wants his way. So,
well, the thing that annoys me is it almost feels like episode 4, 5, 6 was solid.
Yeah.
It had some really good movie moments that you were like, holy shit, your jaw drops down, right? But then if you go back and watch 1, 2, 3, there was bits in there that it felt like they took that moment away.
Yeah.
Like to the point where you started picking on it, like, how come no one recognized them as twins? Like C-3PO, I guess you got your memory wiped, but R2, you were there.
Yeah.
Your memory's never wiped. Tell your friend C-3PO. Understand it.
Like, I think this brings into part of it as well. Like, obviously in 7, R2-D2's been shut down.
Why? Why? Yeah, I know.
Why's he been shut down?
And the thing is as well is apparently all the movies were actually told through the perspective of R2-D2 the droid.
All right.
And maybe C-3PO. So the whole thing came out of it is, did you know Star Wars actually ripped off an old movie?
What?
Yeah, that's right. Star Wars, it was mind-boggling because of the special effects, but the story was actually a homage. Homage, is that right? It was a bow, George Lucas bowing to Akira Kurosawa. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Akira Kurosawa, I think that's right.
Who did the Hidden Fortress?
Yeah, that's right. And if you actually watch them side by side and understand the story, it is the story of Star Wars.
Yeah.
It is told through the two different samurai, one being really short, one being really tall. And it literally starts with them in the desert and they go separate ways. They get into different fights or whatever, and then they come back together. They find a samurai who has a special ability using chi to help gain access to the princess and take her back. And the princess is distraught because the samurai has destroyed her kingdom. Like,
Alderaan.
That's right. It is the story. Like, look it up. Heaps of people have done some cool YouTube footage and things like that, and I just found it really interesting because I never knew this.
So Star Wars is somewhat of a stolen story.
Yes.
Gander, say it isn't so!
No, it is so! And so much to the fact that if you look at the Forbidden Fortress, and then also look at Flash Gordon,
right,
put them together, you have Star Wars. Flash Gordon introduced the scrolling titles a long time ago.
Very long time ago.
You know, that type of scroll.
Yeah.
And
this.
Yeah. And then basically all the what do you call them? The side swashing. Let's change scene by doing this.
Yeah, the scene change.
Scene changer. Yeah.
And well, you're like that. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whatever.
Well, but yeah, it was, and that moment just suddenly clicked to me, and I was like, hang on a second. Every single person that I know picks on Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
He's a genius, but all that they say is he rips off things.
Yep.
He rips off this, that, and he rips off well-known movies.
Right.
So, the only thing that I think is if you rip off a movie that no one knows...
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's good.
You become George Lucas with no chin, eating in Adelaide Maya Centre with all your millions of dollars...
But to be fair, he's not ashamed of this.
No.
He said in interviews before that he actually completely based Star Wars A New Hope on The Hidden Fortress, which came out long ago. He was still in directing school and art school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he loved these works. He'd never watched many foreign films before, and he was really inspired by the way the camera angles worked.
Yep, the panning.
Yeah, all the different shots and stuff like that, and the way the characters interacted, as well as just the storytelling aspect.
Yeah.
So yeah, granted him, he absolutely ripped off a film in some right, but we're grateful for it. We don't have Star Wars anyway.
That's
right. I will say this much.
Oh,
right,
hit it up,
and you brought it to light.
Oh,
simply
or
that.
Dark. Get it light, so dark. No, sorry, too much. Okay, sorry. Continue.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
But if Star Wars: A New Hope is a film ripped off something else, well, doesn't that make the prequel trilogy that little bit better for being more original?
Well, we don't know. Has he ripped them off as well?
Well, we're going to have to look into that
We'll have to get into it. So, and then it got me thinking, why does Star Wars work for you, for me, for people?
Yes.
Right? And it is, you take the special effects away.
Yeah.
And I'm talking all of them because George Lucas has remade that 200 times. Take them all away. The DVD, the Blu-ray, the Laserdisc.
The record.
The YouTube fan-made ones. Everything.
The Ewoks Christmas.
That's right. Well, there's an interesting fact about Ewoks as well. I'll tell you that in a second. But the central story, you could put that in any time, in any characters, and it would be relevant.
Yeah.
It's a story from heart. Like, you put that in a Western, it'd be a good Western film. You put that in The Samurai, which has already been done. It's a beautiful samurai film. So, put it in modern day.
I think another reason why it works as well is, obviously, as you said, they're very relatable characters. You can see yourself in all of these characters. At the same time, these characters are heroes, right?
Yes.
And a lot of human nature is to aspire to be a hero. Everyone's wanting to be better and bigger and stuff like that. That's why, obviously, these superhero movies at the moment are just booming and stuff like that. Same as, obviously, Star Wars Force Awakens comes out with a new generation ready to watch it, and people like more heroes. It's booming.
I do have a bone to pick with the new movies compared to the old one.
Yes.
And I love them. Yes. I'm not taking that away. I love it. I adore Star Wars. I'm not a diehard fan. I don't know every single line.
There's a button here
somewhere. There's a but. But all I know is that diversity is a very big thing in our culture now.
Yes.
In our society. And it feels like every movie, especially with Star Wars now, they're really introducing that strong female character.
Yes.
And that, it doesn't bother me, but what bothers me when it's kind of force-fed in terms of, like, everything we're doing now is going to have that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sexist by a long shot, but Rey is an awesome character, and I love her, but then I saw the trailer to the new one.
Yep.
And that a strong female lead again, and I'm like, this is just, it feels like Rey again. Like I thought it was awesome that they introduced Finn as a black character, because I don't even think, apart from Lando what's his name? Calrissian. Lando Calrissian.
Who's a real fan here?
Yeah. No, well, my tongue got tired saying it. Say that 5 times quick. Go.
Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian.
Say that 20 times. Now go.
We don't have time for that.
Okay. But you get my point. Like, as in, he was a side character. They never introduced a strong lead, and now you do with Finn. And not only that, is Finn may be gay, which, once again, I'm fine with it. But are they starting to introduce this stuff because diversity?
Yeah, and I think that's another thing, like, I will agree with you on this one as well. It's actually come out as well and say, Luke might be gay as well. Now, for anyone who's read the books, anyone who's going to go, no, of course not, he's got children, and he's got Mara, or I haven't read
surely Rey could be his child.
Right?
Maybe.
Other things, right? Rogue One could tie into that, whatever. She's work it out. But, yeah, it's one of those things that, again, it's being put into it. Could Luke be gay? And even Mark Hamill has come out saying that it's sort of up to the viewer, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know if they'll ever clarify.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
If they'll never actually clarify or anything like that.
Yeah.
But, he's always like, well, he could be.
Yeah.
So, but this is another thing that's happening as well. And just to go off the beaten path a little bit, it's happening with everything. Even with Frozen 2 now that's coming out, Disney's Frozen 2.
Yeah.
They actually want to make Elsa have a girlfriend.
It's too much.
And I get it. And it's one of those things I don't want to sit here and be like preaching going, I'm against that. Because I'm not against it. I'm just... Why is that necessary? Why do you need to tell a story that has that?
Yeah, I don't know.
She doesn't need to have anyone. No. The whole point of Elsa was the fact that she wanted to be alone.
Yeah, right? And it was about sister love, wasn't it? Yeah. Wasn't it all about girl?
So, and yeah, that was what it was about as well. As well as the same thing was with Luke.
I guess now it's about girl.
That's it. I mean, that's the path I want to go down.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing was with Luke. From what we know, Luke friggin' failed Kylo Ren, right? And he's just sort of like, all right, I'm going to go live on an island as a hermit by myself, whatever, right?
You saying that he could be shacked up.
So,
no,
completely the opposite.
For a second, I thought you were going to try and tie in Gander with the Force.
It feels like Luke he doesn't need to have anyone. The whole point of Luke is to be that hermit, that Obi-Wan character again. Yeah. Again, a homage to the original series. Yeah. Thanks. So... We have that.
I want to know one thing. Okay, the Force, is it the spirits that come back now and then and tell him and give him visions and that type of stuff?
Well, it could be, because we've got all the ghosts that hang out now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though.
And we have midichlorians.
But are they the ghosts, or is that part of the Force? I don't know. But you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay, so they only really appear when they want. Maybe Star Wars could be literally... someone on bloody acid, like Luke's on acid this whole time, and he's saying all these things. Yeah, he can't move nothing.
True. This is like the same theory with Spider-Man as well. Peter Parker doesn't have powers. He's in a hospital bed somewhere, dreaming about being Spider-Man all the time because he doesn't.
That's cool.
Because he's been bitten by a radioactive spider that sent him into a coma. So
that's really cool. I like
the same thing.
I like that a lot. Okay, so now guys, Ewoks.
Aren't they adorable?
They're beautiful. No, but honestly, they speak Tibetan.
For anyone who doesn't know what that actually is, that's Indonesia. That's...
Is it?
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's from there. It is a language. Yeah. They do actually speak a language. So obviously I didn't know that watching the film. I just think they're full of clicks and bucks.
Yeah.
And then Leia's like, you want to eat that? Or whatever she says in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they do actually have a proper language.
I had no idea.
No, it's just little things like that.
Yeah.
Now I want to touch on one other thing as well.
Go on.
Before we're going to start wrapping all this up, right?
Yeah.
Because it is Star Wars Day. But in all seriousness, with a lot of actors and stuff like that, and obviously the hate for the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Jake Lloyd, who played very young Anakin Skywalker. In the very first episode.
The little blonde-haired kid, the racer that did all the race, the pod
exactly.
racing.
Our first Anakin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is going through a bit of a hard time and stuff like that.
Say the least.
Yeah, exactly right. He is literally living the life of the fall of Anakin.
Yeah.
So, literally after the last few years, he's given up on acting and stuff like that.
He's gone crazy.
Yeah. So what happened was he gave up on cons because he was bullied too much.
Yeah.
Because he was in a failed film. It wasn't a failed film. Anyway,
why'd they even choose him?
So,
like, I don't want to jump on the hate bandwagon, but he was shit in it. But he was a bad actor.
He was an upcoming child actor.
I don't care what he was.
So, do you remember Jingle All the Way? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Was he in that?
Turbo Time.
Yeah, yeah. He was the kid in that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was not bad in that.
Exactly. Put that cookie down.
Yeah, put the cookie down. But why the hell was he in Star? He did not deserve to be in Star Wars.
See, it's this sort of shit that is the reason why he is where he is. Now, what has happened is he was done for speeding over the limit, like escaping the cops and stuff like that.
What, a pod racer was caught speeding?
God. It's like kind of a serious moment.
No, you can, but yeah.
But, yeah, he got 10 months in prison.
Yeah.
And during that time, while he's still... Why are you laughing? While he's still doing this...
I'll tell you why in a second.
While he's doing his sentence, he has recently been moved to a psych ward.
Yeah.
He's been diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. It's really horrible to see this happen.
No, it is really horrible. It's not bad. The reason why I'm finding it funny, and I know it's a serious thing, I'm not trying to laugh.
Right.
But he got caught speeding, right?
Right.
You think he went... I'm going to try this. When the cop said you were doing like 200, he said, "You didn't see me doing 200. I am not the pod racer you were looking for."
They pull him over. His last words are literally, "Poodoo."
Yeah, Poodoo. What was the villain in the pod racer?
It's a Bulba.
Yeah,
Sebulba.
yeah. Maybe he thought that was the cop.
But yeah,
Sebulba.
But yeah, so he's been diagnosed with schizophrenia now.
Yeah.
So that's really horrible to hear.
It is.
Obviously, yeah, just due to he gave up acting due to bullying and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's horrible to see him give up a career like this. So all we can do is sort of wish him well and stuff like that on the best.
May the
best we can.
May the force be with him.
And yeah, may the fourth be with you.
Yeah.
So
that's what we did.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and a quick interesting fact.
Yeah, we got.
We got time. Can we? Yeah, we got a little bit.
You hanging around?
Ewoks never mentioned in the film.
Yeah.
Like the race of Ewok.
Yeah.
No.
It's literally, as we've heard before, characters that come up in the film as well. Same as Palpatine.
Yeah, it's from the fans.
Yeah, that's it. Never mentioned.
Yeah.
Also, the other one was Boba Fett. It's only ever mentioned once by a bumbling Han Solo towards him. Boba Fett? Yeah. So...
Which, he was known as the bounty hunter. Yeah,
and that was all he was ever known as.
Which I think was kind of cooler.
This really shows that merchandise has the power to change things.
Yeah.
Now... In saying that, everyone who's seen Batman and Robin knows that film was completely dreadful because they made all the toys for the film before they made the film. So all the vehicles you see in the film had to be made because they were toys first.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things like that. But yeah, merchandise for Star Wars obviously was made afterwards, but the names were given and the names had grown. So obviously, things like Ewoks, the Emperor, and Boba Fett are very familiar names.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just never mentioned.
And did you know that Luke Skywalker I think this is the first actor that ever did it. He did not get paid for the film. He took a percentage from royalties, and he is cashing in big time.
Well, that's it.
Apart from being a lot of 100 different voice characters,
he
hasn't really done much because he hasn't needed to do much.
This is why you can rock up at the end of episode 7, not say a line, and just be in the film.
I think he actually got paid $1 million something.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And he was not even a speaking role.
So,
one that in the behind the scenes, he actually read the narrator thing in the scripts for the script reading.
Yeah.
Because they knew that there were going to be photographers there and they wanted him to be there, because everyone knew that he was coming back.
He did take a long time to turn around, while he was there. Do you reckon he knew that she was there? Or he just couldn't think of anything to say?
No, you used the Force.
So he just pretty much got to a point, he's like, I better turn around, I better say, and then he turns around and he's like, I got nothing. So,
I don't know.
I have to wait.
Yeah.
Because that was the next one coming up towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Is Rogue One.
Rogue One!
So, which looks very exciting. I am very excited for.
I'm more excited about Rogue 2 and 3, but Rogue One does look really good.
It's good to have to work with.
I think it's good. No, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited.
No, I'm very excited. Now, I rode that hype train when Force Awakens got announced. I'm like, holy, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Forrest Whitaker.
And then I went and saw it, I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible.
No.
Right?
It was really good.
Rogue One, I reckon, has a lot more promise. No Skywalker family, no Jedi, no Sith.
But you got Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah,
Forrest Whitaker.
That's great. There you go. So
I love him.
So he's great.
Yeah.
So and you've also got the AT-ATs, which some stupid people call AT-ATs.
AT-ATs.
So I don't know why you do that. You don't call the AT-STs AT-STs.
So there was an ATM machine.
So
automatic teller machine. It's just ATM.
Yeah, it's the same as every time that for some reason DC make a movie, they always write DC Comics.
Yeah.
Which is Detective Comics. So anyway, that's something completely different. So
please, guys, if you have any interesting Star Wars facts, jump. Is that the comments down there?
Yep.
Just jump down there and write a comment in, and click like. In fact, click like.
Click subscribe.
Click anything you want on this video.
This is not the video you're looking for.
No, I mean, it is.
Oh,
it is.
sorry.
Go back. Say it again, but...
So, this is the video you're looking for.
There you go.
There we go.
Big fella.
I should probably just start with that.
No. Guys, once again, I'm Gander.
I'm Sopes.
And I hope you enjoyed this special May the 4th episode be with you. I said that weird.
You did. So, may the Force be with you always.
Or, no, seriously, it's May the 4th now.
Yeah.
So it's really just today.
Yeah,
special.
that's it. So if you're watching this later, it's all wrong. So it's a reference to the always.